We're going to have to ask the Dingles back, you know. Return the hospitality.
Aye, once we get the house straight, say, in a couple of years or so.
We're stuck with them, love. We're just going to have to make the best of it.
It's ironic, innit? We finally get a place of our own, and the only people for miles around are the Dingles. What do you reckon, then? It's only an undercoat, mind.
Yeah, fine. Very grey.
Where you off?
Thought I'd nip down to Zoe's, see how they're coping without me.
I'll drive you in. I'm going down to Sugden's in a bit.
Ned.
No, I fancy a bit of fresh air. Look, I'll see you later.
Bye, love.
See you, love. Can't you find her somewhere around here to?
Well, we can't keep her locked up forever. As soon as she gets back to normal, the better.
Not for me, thanks. It's a bit too early.
Looks like Sleeping Beauty's been at it all night.
He's had a lot to put up with.
Yeah, but this ain't answer, is it?
I know.
Just look, I believe you told him.
He's my brother. Who am I supposed to talk to?
Last night he came that close to blurting out about me and... in front of entire village. Frank Tate and all.
Yes, but he didn't.
Yeah, but stay easy, and it's only a matter of time before he does tell someone.
And whose fault's that? You know, you seem to blame everyone else but yourself for what's happened. If you'd done the right thing in the first place, there wouldn't be anything to blurt out.
All right.
Oh, no. Somebody invite, tell them we're busy.
Mum says, can we borrow a plunger? Our toilet's blocked again.
I've not seen ours since the moon. Have you, Ned?
Oh, well, Sam's had his arm down all morning, but he can't get past the bend light.
Oh, poor Sam.
No, it's all right. You get used to it, you know, when you're working with pigs and that. So, lovely colour is that.
Well, this is just the...
Ned's not keen. Might have to pay Dobrit.
You know, I was just telling my dad that he's wrong about you. I said you were all right.
Tell your mum thanks for last night.
Oh, yes, he said you may as well give us a set of spare keys, like, in case you get locked out.
Well, that's very neighbourly.
Ah, yeah, when we get some more cutter.
Right, no plunger, then. I best get our Sam back down. I keep telling him to stick his head down, but he don't reckon it'll fit. Right, well, if there's anything that you need...
Watchtowers, barbed wire, machine gun nets.
Oh, don't do that at the table, Seth. And don't you dare go anywhere near my new loose covers with him, now I've told you.
Have you, love?
One of these days you'll be gulping down that barrel and you'll find it still loaded.
And that'll be a merciful end to me troubles, won't it, Biff?
Yeah.
Troubles? You don't know you're born. Look at poor Nick. He's been kicked out of house and home, and all because he helped the Dingles.
I don't know, Seth. It just doesn't seem fair he should be taking up flack. Others have done worse than him.
I should miss him at work.
Yeah, me and all.
It were good for morale. I could turn up miserable, but after listening to him all morning, I realised I weren't so badly off after all.
Nearest I'm going to get to a compliment.
Right, I'm going to cheer my son up.
Ow!
A stroll in woods, fight some little furry animals, and shoot them.
Ginger nuts, beg your pardon. Biscuits. Bottle of cereal. Yeah. I've just got a sudden craving.
It's comfort food. I thought it was just women who did that.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 68p.
Do you fancy a night out sometime?
What, me and you? Out on the pool? Hot wouldn't know what's hit it.
Nor would you.
Yeah, only kidding, love.
No, I just meant the lads, you know, trying to give women a wide berth.
Yeah, some wider than others, eh?
Oi!
Present company accepted, of course.
Ah, well, let us know. Could do with getting out of the village.
Right.
Out on the pool then, Vic?
No, what you've just witnessed there is a male bonding ritual, supporting a grieving mate in his hour of need.
Well, if I ever catch you doing any female bonding, it'd be the last ritual you ever perform. Got it?
Hello, fancy a cheese puff?
Look at this place. No wonder no one visits. It's like living on the town dump.
It's the fan belt again.
Well, go on then. Ask her.
No! That band's been through more stockings than Ronnie Biggs. Why don't you get a proper fan belt like everyone else?
Well, how am I going to drive to the garage to get one?
Right. This is your last one, and I mean it.
Thanks, Mum.
What's up, love?
I don't know. You know, now we've won, I don't know why we bothered. I don't. It's not an home, this. It's a tip.
Where's me lift? You said this would be ready hours ago.
I'm nearly finished now.
It's quicker to walk.
Suit yourself.
Butch! Wait! I'm warning you! Butch!
Ah, you're right, love. As long as you and the kids are happy, I am.
How are you feeling?
Oh, you know, never better.
Nick, I've never seen you drink so much.
Yeah, well, being sober right now doesn't hold that much of an attraction, does it?
Yes, but getting drunk and shouting the odds isn't going to solve anything.
What is this, Kathy? Is this Dave's idea, eh? You know, have a word with little brother, make sure that he doesn't embarrass anybody.
I should never have confided in you. If I'd known you were going to betray my trust, I would...
Just hang on a minute, Kathy. I don't think actually I've said a word.
Yet.
Morning, pet. How are you feeling?
I'm not ill, Betty.
Oh, of course you're not, love. How's little Alice coping without her daddy?
Betty.
Look, is there any chance of any breakfast?
Coming right up, love.
Look, Kathy, you can tell Dave that his precious little secret is safe because I've been thinking and he doesn't need to worry anymore, and neither do you. Everything's going to be all right. Trust me.
How are you settling in?
Well, beats living in a caravan, that's for certain.
Well, you deserve it, Ned, after all you've been through. Some men would have just given up.
Ah, keep it, it's going to be the hard part, Jack.
Won't be long before I'm working for you.
He was done all right by Frank Tate. He gave our Dave a job and now he's trusted us with the tenancy.
We'll just have to hope that David and Kathy don't fall out, eh?
How do you mean?
Well, I reckon Frank's got a soft spot for Kathy still. But if they split up, could find yourselves out in your ears.
There's not much danger of that. Dave's besotted with her.
Didn't go down too well then.
Like I'd handed over a red-hot brick. Thought Mrs. Dingle were going to faint.
It's about time that family made a contribution. They've been freeloading it for generations.
Yeah, but 300 quid a month. They'll never raise that.
They're not going to have a choice, are they? Dingles won't find me backing down a second time.
Sorry, Mr. Tate.
All right, Biff, I'm just off. There might be some more fireworks from the Dingles this afternoon. The electricity board's going in to fit a meter.
We'll need an armed escort.
Anyone want me? I'm in the wall pack. Unless it's the Dingles.
How's Nick this morning?
Well, I reckon he's pretty close to edge. It won't take much to push him over.
How do you mean?
Well, he's that angry with Kim. Terrified he's going to tell Frank everything.
Yeah, well, I won't put it past him. And he ain't got much else to lose, has he?
You know, love, I've been thinking. What you said about this place being like the town dump. Well, I meant what I said about making a nice garden. If you still want it, that is.
Oh, Zach.
See, I could clear some space between the scrap, lay some turf, plant you some nice roses. Could be your own, well, special place where you can go and, well, think about life and stuff. And I won't let Butch and Sam anywhere near.
I'd like that, Zach, very much.
Must be something up with my sights. Ain't it up this morning?
Nearly give us heart attack then.
If you've come for the party, Seth Armstrong, you're a bit flipping late.
Don't get stroppy with me. Young Nick Bates lost his job and lost his home just so you could keep yours.
Ah, Frank Tate's upset a lot of folk lately.
And there's room for the whole village to live in his house.
For them as would want to.
Hey, listen, you tell Nick from me that there'll always be a room for him here.
Aye.
Mind you, he'd have to share with our Butch.
Is this finished?
Yep. Same again, please, Jan.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Is everything all right?
Soon will be.
Well, if there's anything I can do.
Would you mind serving him, Terry? I'm not sure I trust myself at the moment.
Yes, gents. Pint of bitter and an orange juice. Coming up. I'm surprised he can face another pint. He had a proper exhibition of himself last night.
We've all done that at some stage or other.
You talking about me, Frank?
Should you be squandering your money on drink now that you're unemployed?
Oh, give it a break. As if you actually care what I do.
Why should I? I trusted you, Nick. You let me down.
I've let you down. Frank, I'm the least of your worries.
The boy's become a liability.
Are those bags under your eyes, Frank? Don't tell me the stress is getting to you.
Stress? No, Kim's not letting me get enough sleep these days.
Ah, you lucky man. Won't hear us complaining, eh, Alan?
No. No, of course not. If you'll excuse me, I'll go and change a bottle.
My mum's not too pleased with you, Mr. Pollard.
Oh, really?
She were looking forward to having you at her party.
Yes, I can imagine.
Hey, you missed the right treat. We had twiglets and everything.
Oh. How the other half live, eh?
Is Grandma looking after you, Alice? You're a very lucky girl. Yeah, and I miss you too, darling. But it's not going to be long now. Because I'm going to make everything all right again. You just wait and see. Give Grandma a big kiss from me. All right. Bye, darling.
I feel like I'm walking a tightrope, and Kathy's just waiting for me to slip. Now that Nick hits me guts, it's only a matter of time.
It doesn't.
Well, I won't feel safe until me and Kathy have tied knot. Kim will be off me back, and Nick will see how serious I am about his sister.
And she needs to trust you before she'll set a date.
Aye.
Well, if I were Kathy, I'd freeze over first.
Sorry to spoil your mother's meeting, but shouldn't you two be working? Hello? Hello? What? I'm sorry, you're going to have to hold. I can't hear. Useless things. Hello? Oh, that's better. Who is this?
Nick Bates.
What are you doing calling me?
Isn't it obvious?
Look, I don't have time for this. What do you want?
I want money, Kim. And if I don't get it, Mr. Tate's going to hear all about your little trips to the stables.
Are you mad? Do you realise what you're saying? This is blackmail.
Kim, I know exactly what I'm doing. And it's about time somebody made you pay.
What choice do I have? Be at the top paddock, 4 o'clock. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Right, listen, I've made a list. What else can we have?
Oh, an alphabet soup.
No, I mean home improvements. I've already got central heating, fitted carpet, ensuite bathroom.
Hang on now, love. We're a bit strapped at present. Maybe next year, eh?
What was said, daft Frank Tate's paying.
Oh, aye. Pope's taking over at Malt Shovel.
Listen, these are tenants' rights. If we pay rent, we have a right to demand better standards.
Hey, can we have one of them baths that make bubbles?
You always do any road.
And, listen, we're not paying him a penny until he's made this a proper fit place to live in.
Hang on, who's he?
Electric meters.
If you come to read hard, we ain't got one.
You have now, son.
As far as Kathy's concerned, you're on probation. You've got to stay out of trouble.
How?
Well, for starters, you can stop seeing Kim and then try and make it up to Nick.
Oh, if you're still here.
Yeah? Dave's organising next week.
Right. Well, I'll be in the house for an hour or so if anyone needs me.
Don't even think about it. Rule number 1.
Stay clear of Kim.
Sorry.
Nick, hang on a sec.
I'm in a rush.
Where have you been all day?
What is this, Kathy?
I'm just worried about you.
Yeah, well, there's no need to, is there? Because from this time tomorrow, all my problems will be sorted.
How? Nick! 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 Just stop for a minute and tell me what's going on.
Nothing, all right?
Then why the big rush?
Look, Kathy, I'm just sick of everybody making my decisions for me. First I lose my job, then Alice is sent away. Everybody's treating me like a kid and I need to get a grip.
How? You're not going to do anything stupid, are you?
What? Like tell anybody about Dave's sordid little secret? I don't think I'll have to do that. Now, will you excuse me, please?
Where are you going?
Kathy, I might have the chance of a job, all right?
Where?
Look, just get out of my way. Everything's gonna be fine, all right? You've got nothing to worry about. I'll tell you about it when I get back.
Yes, but Nick...
Hello?
Alan, I'm afraid Frank's off somewhere with Des.
Well, actually, it was you that I wanted to see.
You should have phoned. Now's not a good time.
Well, this is very embarrassing, but I did want to talk to you.
What about?
Well, you and Frank have been friends of mine for many years, and Frank has been very supportive when I've been in my hours of need.
Will this take long?
Kim, I can't stand by and watch while you ruin your marriage.
What?
Oh, dear, I don't know how to put this.
Well, try quickly.
Well, this is very awkward, but you see, I do know about your relationship with David Glover.
Is this a joke? What on earth are you talking about?
I also feel that Kathy and Nick are unduly affected by this.
How dare you? What the hell do you hope to gain coming here throwing cheap accusations at me?
You and Frank are valued friends. I don't want your reputations to suffer.
Well, if it isn't true, how can it harm us?
I also think that you're treating Nick very harshly.
You can see yourself off the premises.
I just wanted you to come to your senses before it's too late.
Then tell Frank your absurd suspicions, but it'll be your word against mine.
Kim, I'd never do that.
And if he believes you, you'll have the Glovers' homelessness on your conscience.
I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
I could chat all day, but I really have to go.
Kim, you misinterpreted my coming.
There we go. Every home should have one. You can't fiddle these. But honest-looking folk like you, I'm sure it'd never cross your mind.
Going round like a flipping Catherine wheel.
Oi, how'd you stop it?
Will you switch off all but your essential appliances?
Yeah, but that's all we've got on, like the fridge and the chip fryer.
Notorious, them.
All right, Sam, it's for tea tonight.
Oh, Mum!
Soon have it open. You keep putting the same coin through.
See you now. Oh, by the way, takes tokens. You know, some folk kept trying to recycle the coins.
Right, we'll have to nix it. Borrow some welding gear.
What's the point? They'll only come and put it back.
This is the thin end of the wedge, is this? Next they'll be asking us for council tax. Who knows where it'll end?
Well, we can't fight it no more. I mean, we're fully paid up members of the community now, aren't we? What we've got to do is find some cash.
I've saved some already.
How?
I borrowed his fan belt.
Good lad.
I didn't think you'd turn up, Kim.
What on earth do you think you're playing at?
I just couldn't stand by and watch you get away with this.
You're way out of your depth. Now, why don't you run along home while you still can?
I don't have a home, remember? Thanks to you.
You stole from Tate Holdings. You're lucky we didn't prosecute.
That's very moral of you. And where do you stand on adultery?
Why don't you just get to the point of this silly little game?
This is not a game, Kim. You see, I need money for Alice.
And you think I'll give it to you?
Well, if you don't, I'll tell Frank that his beloved little wife has been having an affair again. He may well have forgiven you once, but this time he'll see you for what you really are.
You're an embittered ex-employee. Why should he believe you?
Because I'll make him believe me.
You're just a sad little boy.
And what does that make you, Kim?
You're wasting my time. Now, is there anything else before I go?
I've lost everything because of you. Do you know that? My home, my job, my self-respect. But there's one thing I am not going to lose, Kim, and that is my daughter.
First a thief, and now a blackmailer. You don't deserve to keep her.
I love that kid. Not something you'd ever understand.
If I hear another word from you, I'll go to the authorities. I'll have Alice taken away before you know what's hit you.
Do you know what it's like to have nothing, eh? You know, without Frank's money behind you. Because that is the reason why you went back to him, isn't it, eh? Because you couldn't bear to be without the cash. But I'm gonna see you poor, Kim. I'm gonna see you kicked out of that house without a single penny.
I don't have to listen to this.
I'm not finished with you yet, Kim.
Let go, Rick.
Oh! Oh!
Oh! Right, we've got the electric to pay, and Frank Tate wants 300 a month.
He can whistle for it.
The only proper wage coming in's our Sam's.
You'll have to get a job, Butch.
Hey, things aren't that bad.
Yeah, they need a gorilla at Skipdale Zoo.
Oi.
Do you lot want to spend the rest of your lives like this?
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Are you listening?
You and all. All of us, we're going to have to start grafting if we want to make ends meet.
Come in for a pint, then.
David, Biff, I'm glad I caught you.
What's up?
Some of the horses have got loose up at Top Paddock.
We'll have to get them rounded up before they get on Main Road. Come on, Biff. Get Land Rover.
Are you all right, Alan?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I simply must learn to stop meddling in other people's affairs.
Why? What have you done?
Well, I think I took my duties as Alice's godfather a bit too far, didn't I?
How?
Well, I asked Kim to reconsider Nick's dismissal.
Alan, believe you me, nothing is going to change her mind.
I suppose I feel a sort of surrogate father to you and Nick, really. I've still got a very soft spot for your mother, you know.
And she's very fond of you. But the situation with Nick isn't as simple as it seems.
Come on, buddy.
Is that the lot?
Aye.
That should have been a cowboy, me. Hee-haw!
That's what Frank said last time he painted greenhouse.
Oh, very funny.
What's that?
What?
Hell's teeth. It's Nick! Nick? Nick? There's a pulse. Quick, call an ambulance.
I haven't got my phone.
I'll go back to the house.
Quick as you can, Biff.
Is he all right?
He's taken a nasty blow to the head. Oh, he's bleeding.
What was he doing up here in the first place?
Well, he's probably trying to round up horses and got trampled doing it.
No. He was letting them out. How else could they have got through the gate? He was trespassing and endangering my horses. If you ask me, he got what he deserved. He was lying down there. It was David who found him.
I don't get this. What the devil was he doing up here?
Revenge? I mean, think how much those horses were worth. Some got out onto the road. All it takes is one speeding car.
Yeah, and we're left with a claim for thousands. But Nick Bates just doesn't seem to be his style.
Didn't think sabotaging the hunt was his style.
Anyway, I've been on to the police. They're sending someone round.
The police?
Yeah.
It was an accident.
On our land. It's best we cover our backs.
Oh, Kathy. Mum. How is he?
They don't know yet. It's too early to say.
What happened?
We haven't got a clue. It was Kim's horses, they reckon. They'd strayed out of the paddock when Dave and Biff found him.
What? Was he out riding?
No, they think he got knocked over somehow and the horses trampled him. We've no idea how... Mum, wait!
Have you seen him?
Yeah. He took quite a battering. It's his head they're worried about. His skull's not fractured, but he doesn't seem to be responding.
Oh, God.
They've said if he doesn't come round soon, they're going to do a brain scan.
Oh, Kath.
Hey, where's mine?
Mum said no breakfast till you finish that.
It'll be flaming Christmas at this rate.
We'll get a spade and giz an ham then.
Ah, go on, son.
I'm off to work in a minute.
Huh? Well, you can do a turn before you go.
I'll get my shirt dirty, then I'll be late. Ooh, job's worth. You'd be owing on the other side of your face if I got sacked. Main breadwinner, me, remember?
Oh, well, maybe you owed a bigger crust. It's about time that Pollard started rewarding you for all this dedication to duty. Huh? English rose gardens don't come cheap. Put your back into it, Daisy.
Come on, up in then.
Oops. There we go. Yeah. Mind your fingers. Is she going to be all right with Dolores?
Yeah, of course.
And then you're going to go straight on to the hospital?
Yeah, we're going to pick Biff up on the way.
Well, won't Frank mind? He'll have no staff.
Frank can get stuffed. None of this would have happened if it weren't for him.
Let's get going. You're going to be a good girl for Dolores at the tea room?
Kathy.
No, Dolores is looking after you today.
Alice, do you remember what Grandma said about Daddy bumping his head?
Yes.
Well, Kathy and Grandma, they've gone to look after him.
Yeah, and I want you and Dolores to make a big get-well card.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it, eh? You have a lovely time. Bring me.
Tomorrow, Daddy's going to take me to the fair at Scarborough.
Yeah, lend us your history homework.
Tell you what, I'll swap with you, man.
When did you last wash your hair?
Yesterday, why?
Nothing.
Why?
Because you could fry a pan of chips on
Shut
it.
it, you. I washed it yesterday morning. It's not that bad.
The thing about a perm is it dries your hair out.
Don't start that again.
It's ideal for people with greasy hair.
I haven't got greasy hair.
I could get the kit from the chemist on the way home from school. I could do it tonight if you
I
liked.
haven't got greasy hair.
Oh, hello, lads. Hi. We weren't expecting you.
Yeah, well, we couldn't carry on like it was a normal day or something.
Thanks. That's really good of you.
Yeah, I hope you've not had a wasted journey. Doctors are in with him now. They're doing tests. I don't know how long that'll take, and the sister's a bit strict about letting visitors in.
Yeah, well, it don't matter. It's just being here.
Yeah, it makes you feel less useless.
Thank God you were both around when it happened.
We didn't do it. I mean, we wouldn't have been there if it hadn't been for Kim spotting the horses.
A rise?
It's like I say, Mr. Pollard, we're paying rent now. More rent, like. And me dad reckons I've done ever such a lot of overtime since I started.
Does he now?
Yeah, so we think it's only fair.
Well, what increase had you in mind, eh? Father didn't get that far, did he?
Yeah, well, I were going to be late for work.
Well, you'll have to leave it with me. I'll have to make a few calculations first, but I'll see what I can do, eh?
Oh, will you?
So what did they say?
You name it, he's got it. Broken arm, cracked ribs, massive bruising.
Yeah, but that stuff heals quick, doesn't it?
They're more worried about the damage to his head. Looks like he was kicked repeatedly, and they don't know how much harm that's done.
So what tests are they doing?
They're trying to find out if his brain's still responding to outside stimulation like light and sound. Don't upset yourself, Mum.
I just need a drink of water.
I'll come with you.
No, I'm all right, love.
What was he doing, Dave? What possessed him? Is getting back at Frank really worth all this?
Hey, we don't know what happened yet.
Haven't I spent enough time hanging around hospitals?
Kathy, you've got to be strong. For your mum's sake.
Look, he's a young, fit lad. He'll pull through.
You sound like Mum. She's convinced he's going to get better just like that. But you hear about these terrible accidents. People are okay physically, but it's their mind, it's their memory.
Shh.
Ah, Sam. Have you got a minute? It's about that little financial conundrum we discussed earlier.
Eh?
Your pay rise.
Oh, right.
Right. Well, I've thought about it. And although I consider I pay you a very fair wage, on top of what you receive from other sources...
Oh, no, I had to sign off, Mr. Pollard. After that time, I forgot and went in my overalls, remember? They got a bit funny with me.
I don't want to know the details. I'm merely saying that whilst I pay you a fair wage, I appreciate your predicament. Therefore, I agree to your request for a pay rise.
Oh, great stuff.
Now, taking inflation, productivity and the RPI into account, I suggest an increase of £15 a week. What do you say?
Oh, wicked. Wait till I tell me Dad.
Now, don't start rushing out and spending. I'd like to remind you there are still a few outstanding debts.
Like what?
Wear and tear, breakages, huge increases of insurance premiums due to a slightly damaged grandfather clock.
Eh?
House clearances of houses that didn't need clearing.
That were only once.
Not to mention the cost of my time and expertise in coordinating your family's anti-eviction campaign, which amounts to £800 and 15 pence.
How much?
At a conservative estimate.
But I ain't got that kind of money.
Yes, well, I anticipated that much. So I've come to a solution. Repayment by weekly instalments.
How much?
Calculated over a 12-month period, £15 and 39 pence. That's without interest charges. I'm not a mean man, so let's forget about the 39 pence, shall we? Let's call it a round figure of £15. What do you say?
15 quid? That's all my rise gone.
Well done, Sam.
Eh?
You've negotiated a pay rise and cleared your family's debts all in one day. Your mum will be very proud of you.
David.
Before you start, we've been down to hospital. Make up the time.
Never mind that. How is he? Is it bad?
He's laid there like a vegetable. All these machines wire up to him. Nurses won't even let us near him. I mean, Cathy and Mrs. Bates are going spare. They think he might be brain dead. You all right? You didn't even like him. God, you and Frank have spent the last couple of weeks hounding him. Hey, you should be pleased. You wanted him out of the way.
Don't.
I mean, God, what if he is brain dead? What if he don't come round?
What if he does?
So what's the story, Kim?
It was an accident.
How do you know? Look at me. Hey, were you there?
You shouldn't have been up there in the first
Were
place.
you there? Did you see him get trampled and leave him for dead?
He attacked me. He attacked my horse. Well, of course a horse is going to lash out if somebody's trying to hurt him. David, he was attacking me.
I'm not sticking around to hear this.
David, wait. David! David!
What's going on?
He just got himself a bit upset over Nick. I was trying to calm him down. Might have been Nick's boss, but, well, they were pretty close friends.
Were? Kim, you're talking like the lad's already dead.
Oh, it's disgusting. Put it down. What's neutraliser? Chemicals. I don't know. Just put it down, will ya?
What's that you got there?
I'm perm kit. I'm doing Roy's hair for him.
You what?
Perming Roy's hair. It look cool.
Well, it look cooler on his hair than on the floor. You've got to be careful with that stuff, you know.
Shows you all what to do.
Well, it's harder than you think, I'm telling you.
How do you know?
Because I used to do your father's. Well, don't tell him I told you that. Listen, if Roy really wants his hair done, I'll give you a hand.
Tonight?
We're going to the Woolpack, but tomorrow maybe.
I promised him tonight.
One day won't hurt you.
Oh, Mum.
Kelly, don't be a brat. Put that stuff away and come and help me lay the table. Please.
And a sweet sherry as well, please, Mr. Turner.
Any news from the hospital?
No, not since this morning. He's in a right state, though.
Yeah, Cathy's promised to ring someone she hears out.
Well, thank heavens that little Alice is being well cared for. I've just dropped her off with Jan about an hour since.
Poor old Nick. It seems to be one thing after another. I expect Kim and Frank are feeling a bit chastened now.
Why?
Well, Kim's horses were responsible for it, apparently.
And you think she feels guilty for that? Get real. She's probably got to take solicitors around there now trying to sue him for horse's distress.
I won't put it past him.
Yeah, you can imagine it, can't you? Kim on one side of the bed with a writ in her hand and Elsa on the other. If I were Nick, I'd be tempted to stay unconscious.
Oh, give it a rest, will you? You're not meant to do that bit till end, till all other rollers are in.
I know what I'm doing.
Watch it, will you?
You'll have someone's eye out with her.
Look, do you want me to do this or don't you?
You're starting now, aren't you?
Shut up and pass me another roller.
Here, is there any film left in the camera?
Just right and I'll burst you.
Keep still! I've got to start this one again now.
I told you should have waited for Mum. Honestly, she hasn't got a clue.
Mrs. Bates?
Yes, I'm Nick's mother. This is his sister Kathy and her fiancé Dave.
John MacLeod, consultant.
How is he, Mr. MacLeod?
He's looking much better than he did 24 hours ago.
But is he... were the tests all right?
Well, let's put it this way. We got the results we wanted.
Oh.
Our main worry was his breathing. Now, you'll have noticed that he was hooked up to a ventilator. That was basically doing all the work for him. We needed to see if he was able to breathe unaided, which he now is.
Oh, thank God.
Of course, he'll need oxygen for a day or so at least, and he's still very weak.
But he is going to be all right.
Well, physically, we're hopeful he'll make a good recovery. He's a strong young man. In terms of his mental recovery, it's still too early to say. We'll just have to wait and hope, take each day as it comes. But it's good news so far.
Thank you.
I'll go and ring Mum and Biff, let them know.
Can we see him?
Just for a few minutes. Please remember how weak he is, and don't expect much change from when you last saw him.
Hello?
Kim?
David, where are you?
I'm at the hospital. I think he's going to be all right, well, physically at least. You still there?
Yes.
Well, I just thought you'd like to know, that's all.
David, wait.
What?
I need to see you.
Oh, you must be joking.
I'm going crazy here. Please. I have to speak to you.
What about Kathy?
Just 10 minutes. I promise. Please, David.
Where?
Connelton Bridge, 9 o'clock.
There you go.
Well then, what's it like?
Nice.
Pass us a mirror, let's have a look then.
You can't tell when it's wet. Just wait till I've dried it.
Feels dead short.
Of course it does.
Hey, hold on a minute, what about this bit here?
Oh, that mustn't have taken properly. I'll just trim it.
Hang about, I don't want it cutting.
It's only a little bit.
Remember to programme the vid... Oh, my God. You silly girl, why couldn't you wait?
He wanted it doing tonight.
Well, why, what's up with it?
Haven't you seen it?
Well, no, she won't let me till it were dry.
Donna. Roy!
Don't pick on the lad. At least he's paying his way.
Huh? He had 15 quid in one hand and he chucked it away with the other. Do you know how many rose bushes you can get for that?
Rose bushes? Pints, you mean?
Ah, he's right there. What good's a rose bush and all if you can't pay the rent? And what good's paying the rent if you can't put grub on the table?
The garden is for you, Nellie. It's what you wanted.
I want more than brass buttons to roll round in me purse.
Oh, we've been through all this. We thought of everything.
Not everything. I've had an idea.
What?
Well, it's a brainwave, really.
What?
It's a career for all the family.
Don't milk it, Mum.
Bed and breakfast.
Huh?
Turn this place into a bed and breakfast.
Stop the car.
Not now, Mum. This isn't the time.
Stop the car, Kathy. Kim? Can I have a word? I'll never forgive you and Frank for what you've done to Nick. Throwing him and Alice on the street like that after all the years he's worked for you. He wouldn't even want me to be talking to you now.
Then don't.
But for all that, without you last night, Nick might not be with us now.
It was David who found him, and Biff who ran for the ambulance.
I know, but you were there. And no matter how much I despise you, I'm grateful. You saved my son's life.
Come on, you've all picked a name.
You must be off your tree, ma'am. I mean, who'd want to stop here even if we did have room?
Plenty of people would pay for rustic charm and good home cooking.
From the chipper.
Where would they sleep, ma'am?
In your room, and you can sleep with Butch.
What? What?
I'm not sleeping with him.
I'm not sleeping with him.
Shut up, yeah. Come on, who's lucky Tina you pick?
Right. Wishing Well Cottage.
Oh, well, that's the one I said. Right, listen, tomorrow we'll go to the post office and we'll put a card in the window, right? I want you, Butch, to come and make me a sign for it road.
Wishing Well Cottage, ma'am. You can't call it that.
Oh, you can't change it now, love. It's a very bad omen. Come on, Butch, I'll show you where to put the sign.
I'll tell you where to flaming put the sign in a minute.
Hang about. These all say Wishing Well Cottage.
Think you turn up?
Yeah, well, I'm here now, aren't I? So what happens next?
I just needed to talk to you.
I mean, now your little murder plot's fallen through.
David, it was an accident, I swear. I just panicked. If I'd wanted him to die, do you think I'd have come looking for you and Biff? I've thought about this all day, and I'm sure we'll be all right.
We?
So long as we stick to the story.
Kim, what are you on? It's nothing to do with me. I wasn't even there.
The row with Nick was about me and you. He was threatening both of us.
I was miles away. I didn't ask you to set your horses on him.
So you're just going to wash your hands of it? I did it to protect you. What do I lose if this gets out? Frank, full stop. You lose Kathy, your family's respect, your job.
You don't need to tell me.
Your parents are good tenant farmers. But Frank is not a sentimental man.
I think you are getting justice. What's wrong with our system?
I don't. This country has plenty of water.
Roy? What? Did you stick your finger in a socket?
Don't start.
Oh, Roy, what?
Kelly, perm your hair for me now. Stop laughing.
We're not.
Well, look at her then.
It's good job Kathy took Alice home. Otherwise you had nightmares for weeks.
Get lost.
You know I was right. That's why you didn't go running to the police about me. Why you came here tonight.
I came because I cared about you.
Past tense.
I even kidded myself that you cared about me. But all you've done is manipulate me, from start to finish. You used me to get back at Frank and Kathy. You're even using me against me mate now, day after you nearly killed him. I've had it up to here, Kim. It's sick. And turning on waterworks won't make any difference. I mean it, Kim. Stay out of my way. Because all this emotional blackmail stuff is just wearing thin.
Why are you being like this?
Why? Because all this has been churning round my brain all day. You're a wonderful woman, Kim. You're in love with wrong man, but you're too decent to break your husband's heart telling him. Wrong. People are jealous of you. They invent stories about you being a ruthless cow just to make themselves feel better. Wrong! You've got a split personality.
David, stop it, please.
I nearly fell for that one. After all you've done, it should be me that wants me head testing. Truth is, Kim, do anything to get your own way.
You thought what it's like to be me. No. Well, think about it now. All my friends. People in the hunt. People in the village. Acquaintances. Kathy, she stitched me up.
You leave her out of this.
You've had your say. She was my closest friend. She said one thing and did the opposite behind my back, egged on by you. Look at us now. We're worse than enemies, we're like strangers. And what if I have a bad day at work or I fall out with Frank? There's no gang of old girlfriends that I can phone up and moan to. What if I fancy a night out? Who is there? No one. Frank may look good for his years, but well, he's stuck in his ways. The only time I laugh is with you. The only time I feel alive is with you. Oh, God, it's humiliating to admit that. So if I do manipulate you, it's only because when you're not there, my life just seems so... No, it is dull, pointless. So when I tell you that I love you, I'm telling you the truth. That's why I won't let you go, David. Because I can't.